And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And the Bulls start out with the ball. Rose with the ball. Pass to Jordan. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Now Drexler. The tray. Olajuwon inside. Yeah. No good. Here's the break. Up top, Pippen. Jordan. Pass to Rose. Outside Pippen. Here's Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Now McGrady. Harden outside. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Harden left side. True on the 14-footer. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Now here's Jordan. Outside Rose. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
And here is McGrady. Can't get it to go. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Pippen. Pass to Rodman. And he uses the glass on the layup.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
Now here's Drexler. Harden with it. Here's Drexler. Buries it from three-point range.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Rose with the ball. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Shots good by Pippen.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Rockets trail. Drexler outside. Drexler right side. Now McGrady. Back to Drexler. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. Now Rose. Pass to Jordan. And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
This is a team that's focused, completely locked into the task at hand. What an impressive start to this game.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's McGrady. Pass to Olajuwon. Shoots a fader. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here we go with Scottie Pippen. Now here's Rose. Olajuwon with the rebound. They set the screen. Pippen with the steal. And they're running. Outside Rose. Pass to Rodman. Jordan. McGrady covering. It's stolen by McGrady. Fast break. Here they come. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Clyde Drexler on the wing. Clock at 4. Back to Drexler. And here is McGrady. Pass to Olajuwon. Goes up again, and he hits the jumper for 2. Chicago leading. And here's Rose. Outside Pippen. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. And the Bulls get it back. Pass to Jordan. McGrady covering. From outside the arc. And again, no good by Chicago. Harden left side. Drexler. Here's Pippen. Rose with the ball. Back to Pippen. From downtown. And the basket good. He's got 6.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
McGrady with the ball. Bryant so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Now the Bulls with it. They lead by 7. Now Jordan. Pass to Rose. Left side Rose. Now here's Pippen. Right side Pippen. And the Bulls, another 3.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
Timeout called the Rockets. And so it's Houston with it. Now here's Drexler. He's got 6. Back to Olajuwon. Harden outside. Drexler outside. Another miss by Houston.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And here's Rose. Outside Pippen. Launches it. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
Here's McGrady. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Rose with the double team. Harden outside. Rocket 6. Drexler. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Here's Rose. Outside Jordan. McGrady covering. Left side Jordan. That one wide left.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Drexler with it. Back to Drexler. Drexler right side. Pass to Harden. Stolen by Rose. He dinks the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow. And it's the Rockets with the ball. A 12-point game. Drexler outside. Harden. Yeah.
Good. Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
And here are the Bulls now. Pippen with it. 12 points for him. Outside Rose. Lots of room. Another one falls for Chicago. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Down by 12. They set the pick. Now McGrady. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Just 5 on the clock. Harden. Drexler against the bucket.
And he's a great three-point shooter, too, especially when he lets it go from one of those corners. He doesn't miss many of those.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Now the Bulls with it. 10-point lead. Here's Sloan. Pass to Noah. Armstrong. Shot clock at 6. Poke loose. And here's the fast break. Here's Paul. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it.
Here is Armstrong. Tries to keep it alive. And it's Armstrong missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Love outside. Here's Sloan. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Makes it off the glass. Chicago leading. Pass to Armstrong. Now Noah. Here's Sloan. Here's the screen. Now here's Love. Clock at 6. Pushing it up. And it goes in for the dunk. Here's Sloan. Pass to Armstrong. Now here's Noah. And here's Love. Hayes on him. 6 to shoot. Here's Sloan, accurate with the jumper from the elbow. And here are the Rockets now. 4-point game. So here's Murphy. Ball left side. It's hauled in by Noah. Here's Sloan. Pass to Love. And he banks in the layup. From midcourt. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Bulls. And we'll be back with you for the start. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think? Paul outside. Pass to Murphy. They double him with Noah. 6 on the shot clock. That was out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. Four on the clock. Here's Paul. Paul right side. The wing jumper off target. And here are the Bulls now. 13 points was the biggest lead in the game. Hammers the alley-oop through. Rockets trail. Pass to Murphy. Here's Maxwell. That one goes. Count it. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's Sloan. They set the pick. Now here's Love. Here is Armstrong. 5 to shoot. Pass to Buck. From deep. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Timeout called the Rockets. And the Rockets making a change here. Smith right side. Here's Maxwell. Paul outside. Shot clock at 5. Paul left side. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Now here's Kukoc. Back to Noah. Pass to Paul. And here's Smith. Here's Thorpe. Back to Smith. Now Paul. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Rockets making a change here. And here comes Armstrong. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
On the pick and shook his man. It was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
Smith up top. Now here's Paul. Smith. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Drexler outside. They get the rebound. And he dunks it down. And Chicago has possession. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Buck. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here is Armstrong. Back to Butler. Clock at 6. Another one falls for Chicago. And here comes Drexler. They trail by 9 points. Smith outside. There's the pick. Smith left side. Good. And here comes Armstrong. Pass to Buck. Six to shoot. Kukoc with it. Now here's Kukoc.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Smith with it. Nice shot by Smith.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Outside Butler. The shot is off. Now here's Drexler. 11 points in the game. Paul right side. Pass to Drexler. Lets it go from deep. Chicago grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly. You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
And the Rockets making a change here. And that one misses. On offense, here are the Rockets. They trail by 7. Pass to Smith. And it's rejected. Now here's Jordan. Pippen with it. Outside Pippen. Outside Jordan. No good from outside.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Now McGrady. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Outside Pippen. Outside Jordan. Shot on the wing. And the jumper is good. 9 points in the game so far.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Here's Drexler. And it's blocked. Leaps for it, but they'll get another chance. Smith outside. Pass to Drexler. Here's the 3, and he gets it to go.
Now he's starting to pick up from what he accomplished in the first quarter, where he made 3 of his three-point attempts. Outside Pippen.
Here is Armstrong. Here is Armstrong. Outside Jordan. From 15 feet away. Right side Jordan.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
Now McGrady. And here is McGrady. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Now here's Pippen. Outside Dan. No good. Drexler with it. He's got 14. Now Smith. McGrady with the ball. Connects from three-point range. 8 points for him.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And the Rockets making a change here. That's tipped. Stolen by Harden. 3-on-3. Pass to Olajuwon. Back to Drexler. Now, here is Harden. Now, here is Harden. Shot clock at 6. From 6 away. Can't get it to go. Here's Rose. Left side Rose. Outside Pippen. Right side Pippen. Shot to stop the drought. Gilmore. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Drexler outside. And here is McGrady. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Chicago trailing here. Pass to Rodman. Now Rose. Left side Rose. Now here's Jordan. Back to Rose. All alone. He squares up and sinks it. He's got 8.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
And here's Drexler. There's the screen. Harden outside. Harden left side. Off target at the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Rose, good. And here comes Drexler. He's got 14. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 16 points for him. It's a close game here in Chicago. And here is Jordan. He's got 9. Pass to Rose. Outside Jordan. Fader on the way. Another shot. Good on the shot.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Harden outside. Olajuwon. Pass to Harden. Shoots from the right block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Now the Bulls with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Pippen. And here is Rodman. Rodman in the post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Gilmore. No good on the quick 3. Here's Drexler. No luck. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. The start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. It's been a clinic so far from Clyde Drexler. Drexler right side. Now McGrady fires the three, and that one's good. 14 points for him.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Now here's Rose. Outside Rose. It's stolen by Rodman. Harden right side. Leads him in there. To the inside. Pass to Drexler. 6 on the shot clock. McGrady with the ball. Offensive rebound. That is good. And here are the Bulls now. 4-point game. There's a screen. Now here's Rose. Reverses. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. McGrady with the ball. 14 points for him. Now Harden. He's covered by Rose. Harden's shot is good.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And that one's good. McGrady with the ball. Pass to Drexler. Now McGrady. Lock at 6. Pippen with the steal. Here's Rose. Stolen by Drexler. Puts the lead pass in front of him. That drops. He's got 6. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Jordan. Pass to Rose. Now Pippen. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stop the alley-oop. Houston in the lead. Now here's Drexler. 16 points for him. Now a timeout called by Houston. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Harden. Harden left side. 6 to shoot. McGrady with the ball. There's the triple. Shot is no good.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
Outside Rose. Now here's Drexler. Pass to Harden. Olajuwon. He's against Jordan. Here's Harden. Harden right side. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. Chicago trailing here. Outside Pippen. And here's Rose. And Harden comes to help. Pass to Jordan. Puts one up from 19. And that one hits back iron. Drexler with it. He's got 16. Harden outside. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 11.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Here's Rose. 14 points for him. Pass to Rodman. Back to Rose. That's good.
Not to mention, guys, he's got those rush hour handles. He can get in a lot of tight spaces the way he handles that ball. He's able to dissect the defense with ease.
There's a good screen. Now, here is pass to Olajuwon. Working on Rodman. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And that one falls for Olajuwon. Houston with a big group substitution here. That one misses. Here's Sloan. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And here is Paul. 6-point game. Pass to Murphy. Here's Maxwell. Paul with the ball. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Here's Sloan. Pass to Rose. Here's Butler. Here's Sloan. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. Second chance effort. And Noah with a nice bucket inside.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Pass to Olajuwon. He's going up against Love. Maxwell's shot is no good. Now the Bulls with it, trailing by 4. And here is Butler. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. He's got 7.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Olajuwon with it. And here comes the break. Here's Sloan, and it's good off the back rim and in. And it's all knotted up. Ball outside. Pass to Murphy. Olajuwon with it. Here's Maxwell. So here's Murphy. Deep. Another miss by Houston. Back to Love. For the lead. Shot denied. So here's Murphy. Here's Sloan. 3-pointer. And he gets it to go. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Olajuwon with it. That's good.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Outside Rose. Got a piece of it. Paul with the steal. Pass to Murphy. Back to Paul. Stolen by Rose. Here's Sloan. He has 7. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here that they're going on.
Paul with the ball. Back to Olajuwon. It's blocked. Fast break, here we go. Rose with the ball. Pass to Love. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Here's Paul. From the top of the key. That's good. Chicago leading. Here's Sloan. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Love. No Love. So here's Murphy. Pass to Maxwell. Drains it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game. Chicago calls timeout. And the Rockets making a change here. Here's Rose. He's got 16. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Smith outside. Off the pick. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now Kukoc looking for his first basket still in this one. Right side Rose. Here's Sloan. Pass to Kukoc. Here's Sloan. And the Bulls, another three.
I don't think they can ask much more than what he's done this quarter.
The Rockets trade. Now here's Paul. Smith in the posts. Paul outside. From past the arc. Kukoc grabs the miss. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Rose. Back to Kukoc. Sloan. Now Love. Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Four on the shot clock. Here's Sloan. That's good on the jump shot. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. So here's Murphy. Up in time. No good on that last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the third. Bulls out front. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. So it's Chicago now. Pass to Dang. Here's Sloan. Now here's Rose. This one for three. It's rebounded by Hayes. So here's Murphy. Now Hayes. Gives him the lead pass. Thorpe. And the shot is good. Rose with the ball. There's the pick. Back to Dang. Outside Rose. 6 on the shot clock. And he converts the layup. He's got 20. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Smith outside. Pass to Thorpe. So here's Murphy. 5 on the clock. The putback. A follow-up jam. And here's Rose. Teardrop shot. That's good. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And here's Smith. Now here's Hayes. Hayes with it. Back to Smith. Now Hayes. Shot clock at 6. Count the basket and the foul. They get Luol Deng.
You know, one other thing you have to appreciate when it comes to him is his skill on the low block. Terrific footwork, nice up and under fakes, and he's got a tremendously soft touch.
Here's Pippen. Here's Chicago. Hayes with the steal, and they're pushing it up. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Rose. Pass to Pippen. Back to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And here is McGrady. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Jordan. A big dunk at the end of the break. Now Drexler. And here is McGrady. Off the pick. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end. Chicago leading. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Here's Pippen. The shot is off. Now here is McGrady. Pass to Harden. McGrady with the ball. Clyde Drexler on the wing. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. McGrady with the ball. Clock is at 3. The shot's good from Hayes.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Outside Rose. Tipped away. Here's McGrady to take the lead. Blocked. And they'll keep possession. That puts them in the lead. Chicago trailing here. Outside Rose. Lays it up and banks it in. 24 points for him. Now here's Drexler. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Here's Pippen. Pass to Jordan. McGrady covering. And it's good.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And here are the Rockets. Drexler with it. McGrady with the ball. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots it up. Again, the Rockets score.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
And here's Rose. Pass to Jordan. McGrady covering. Left side Jordan. Banked in off the glass.
That's really the area where they'd like all of their shots to come from.
Now McGrady. They set the pick. The rebound by Jordan. Now here's Rose. Outside Pippen. Fires from deep. And that one's good.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Now here's McGrady. He got right to the cup using that screen. He's got 20.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Left side Rose. Outside Pippen. Pass to Rose. Clock at 6. There's the pick. Pulls it up. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Rockets trail. Here's McGrady. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Tries to save it. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. The Rockets making a switch here. Kicks it out to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden right side. Again, the Rockets score.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Here's Rose. Gilmore. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
They set the pick. Now here's Drexler. Harden outside. McGrady. Ball's knocked loose. From half court. Olajuwon inside. Now here's Jordan. Pass to Pippen. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. Here's Houston now. Here's Drexler. Harden outside. Back to Drexler. With the lead pass. Olajuwon. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. On defense, the Rockets. It's a one-point game. Hit his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. They set the pick. Pippen with it. Count that one. 20 points for him. Drexler with it. To Harden. Here is Olajuwon. Left side, Pippen. Gilmore. Here's Rodman. Drexler outside. Harden. Now McGrady. Drexler outside. Shot clock at 6. McGrady. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He's got 24. Chicago trailing here. And here's Rose. Back to Rodman. Pass to Jordan. That's good.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Now Drexler. They set the screen. Olajuwon with it. Back to Drexler. Connects. Here's Chicago. Outside Jordan. Pass to Rodman. Second shot opportunity. Nails it!
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
The Rockets making a switch here. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And here are the Bulls now. And they go to the intentional foul. Here's Rose. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops in that. And so he drops them both.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
So here's Murphy. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Olajuwon. The jump hook. That misses off the backboard. Now here's Jordan. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that... Second one is good. Hitting both at the line.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Timeout called the Rockets. Guys, what do you think? Here's Murphy. Another miss by Houston. And so they foul intentionally. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So he comes up empty at the line. Here's Olajuwon, and the miss. And so it's